Alright, so Blizzard have finally decided to, at the very least, acknowledge the review bombing on Steam for Overwatch 2. I thought it'd be kind of fun to take a look and see what Aaron Keller has decided to say about the subject, as we all seem quite interested. So here's a snippet of the actual, full comments that he made on the game. I'm just going to read through this and then we'll take a look at the actual document. If we can't turn back the clock, then what can we do? We can keep adding to improving Overwatch 2. This is how we move forward. This means more maps, more heroes, game modes, missions, stories, events, cool cosmetics, and features. An ever-expanding, evolving, and improving game. This is the future of Overwatch, one where we will continually create and innovate on what is making the game great now for the players who are playing now. Oh boy. But they can't turn back the clock. They have not invented a time machine. You are not Doctor Who, Aaron Keller. We get that. But isn't this the same shit we got before Overwatch 2? Like back when Overwatch 1 was struggling, you kept saying new content's coming. You know, we're gonna do more events, more heroes, more maps, more stuff. We love stuff. And you then cancelled half of it in Overwatch 2. Like, this is the same promise we had like a few years ago. It's a nothing response. He's just saying, yeah, you know, if we could turn back the clock, then we'd fix it, but we can't, so we'll just add stuff. But we've heard this all before. All right, the full document is a bit wordy. Kind of just talking about the invasion event. First off, I do want to point out the first paragraph. I could barely get through this. So, we've heard from many of our core players. We've heard from many of our core players that the game is in the best state it's ever been. And many have told us that it feels like we're really listening to their feedback and that this season is a culmination of that. It's so awesome to hear. This is bullshit. Who the fuck did they ask? Bobby himself? Who's told them that this is the best season ever and they feel like they've been heard? I'm just gonna double back to this right here. Excuse you, Blizzard? This was released yesterday, I think. Hold on, when was it released? Yesterday, pretty sure. Yes, this was yesterday. I think it was quite late yesterday, my time. But they've put here that they're talking about bringing Flashpoint to ranked, barring any bugs or exploits. We'd like to start ranked matches sooner rather than later. This is already in the game. This dropped a couple of days ago. So either this was written very far in advance, or they didn't actually bother looking at any bugs or exploits and just dropped it. Great. Yeah, this is a half-baked response. It's very corporate sounding. They talk about the, you know, people actually successfully completing the events. Like, it's probably only a small percentage because no one bought them, to be perfectly honest. I mean, I didn't. Most people I know didn't buy these event missions. Which is good, because I don't want them making money from them. I want them, if they're going to release them, they release them as events, like they did do for this one. They released one mission for free for the event. Just do that. If you're not going to give us the missions, just release them for free in events, like you did before with the archive events, which is the same thing. Really emphasis on, this is the part where they actually mention the reviews. We also launched on Steam last week, and although being review bombed isn't a fun experience, it's been great to see lots of new players jump into Overwatch 2 for the first time. Our goal of Overwatch 2 has been to make the game more accessible than ever for more people than ever before. Many of the reviews on Steam mention the cancellation of a much larger component of PvE that was announced in 2019, 4 years ago, guys, as one of their primary reasons for the dissatisfaction within the game. I get that. I get that. Like, I know it's not completely his fault, but the biggest issue people have with this game is just like, I get it. So nonchalant. That announcement was about an ambitious project that we ultimately couldn't deliver. I mean, where do we start on this? So they really, really briefly mentioned the fact that people are not happy with Overwatch on Steam. And don't get me wrong, I do know a lot of those reviews kind of just review bombing for the sake of it. I get it. But a lot of people on there have legitimate criticism for this game. Like, it's stuff that is legit, like the PvE, like the overpriced skins, the matchmaking. There is so much in those reviews that is actually valid, that because a few people review bombed it, Blizzard are not having any. It doesn't matter. It's just the internet being the internet. We don't need to take it as constructive. That annoys me. And then they straight away move to like, oh, but we've got new players that we could be predatory to. A lot of new people have joined, so they can buy the skins and spend 15 quid on missions that we promised would be in the base game. This is a nothing response. I hate this. I hate this so much. Like, it's so wordy. It's more Blizzard sucking its own dick and talking about Flashpoint, which, to be fair, Flashpoint is pretty fun. But the invasion stuff, the new hero, like, they're just not listening. We get a new hero is cool, a new map is cool, new modes are cool. You're adding content, thank you. But the issues we have are still there. The skins are still overpriced. There's no real reason to have a battle pass because there's no content in there. The matchmaking is completely scuffed, and let's not even get started on ranked. I don't know, man. This is sad to see, and I do get that Aaron Keller is not solely to blame. He's kind of just like the front man who's literally just gonna get. He's a scapegoat. He's taken all the abuse to himself now, when really it should be going up to like our boy Bobby. So yeah, this is a nothing response. Aaron Keller is not the guy to probably be talking about this sort of stuff. He's not in the game. I know he's like the front person, the scapegoat, like I said, but I don't know, man. This is a nothing response, and it's literally just goes to show that this is what Blizzard will always do. They don't care. To be perfectly honest, every time they have a scandal or some backlash, they drop a paragraph like this or a little statement from someone who's got a bit of rep, and then they move on. And it happens every single time, and I'm getting sick of it, dude. But guys, what do you think? Like, does this fix the problem for you? Are you all team Overwatch 2 now? Or was this a pile of shit that doesn't mean nothing? And I mean, the game is still broken. It's still broken, predatory, and just a complete dumpster fire. Let me know what you think in the comments. As always, guys, if you want to see more content like this, hit the subscribe button. You guys have been going wild on the Team Reviews stuff, so it's awesome to see. In the meantime, I guess I'll go back to playing Team Fortress 2. Sweet.